Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is pretty much like where the hell have you been, Kiara? You haven't posted in a while. This is me telling you guys pretty much where I've been. This video isn't really eventful because it's not really a tutorial. This was supposed to be like a matte brown sparkle smoky eye and I look like a Ninja Turtle. So I tell you guys what products I use, but this video is not really a tutorial. It's kind of like a chit chat, get ready with me that's kind of all over the place. But if you guys are interested in seeing where I've been, figuring out everything that's happening with me lately, then definitely keep watching. Okay, so I was having some technical difficulties, therefore I've already started a little bit. I spot concealed my face. I don't think I've ever actually spot concealed on camera before. If you guys are interested in a whole video on how I spot conceal, I wish I would have shown you guys what my face looked like before I put this concealer on because it was not good. I have a huge zit here. I have a huge zit here. If you guys want a video, let me know. To spot conceal, I use the Nars concealer. It's funny because I hate this concealer for my under eyes. I do not like this concealer for my under eyes at all. But to spot conceal, I don't know, there's something about it. Like it's kind of drying, so like it grips to like the spots that it needs to grip to, and like I really do like it. So this is the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer. I just get the little travel size ones because they last forever. The lighter shade is Nougatine and the darker shade is Ginger. You guys can see that they're pretty different on camera. I kind of just go in until I find something that matches my skin down here for the most part. You can tell right here it's a little bit yellow, as well as up here it's a little bit light. It's fine, we're gonna cover it anyway, doesn't matter. I haven't recorded in so long that everything just seems foreign to me. Also, I changed the autofocus where like it should focus on everything, not just here. So I'm hoping everything goes okay. I'm gonna go in, I'm probably gonna fast forward through foundation because it kind of takes me a while. I'm going in with this right here is my all-time favorite at the moment. Please ignore my janky nails. This is the Catrice Hd Liquid coverage. And I know a lot of people hate when people go like directly in, but I always just go directly in because it's how I like determine how much I'm putting on. I don't know, I like it that way. Using the Morphe sponge, I'm just going to bounce that in. This might be a little off in color because I haven't worn makeup in forever. That zit hurts so bad. And it just might not be the exact match for me, but whatever. Again, I'm just gonna quickly fast forward through this. So I'm not gonna talk to you guys too much at this point. So my nose has been being very weird lately. Like no matter how much foundation I put on it, it just like reflects it. Like it refuses to take it, and I'm breaking out right here, so you guys might be able to tell that it's disgustingly cakey, but whatever. I don't really think I'm going anywhere today except to maybe get food, as well as maybe get some fall scented hand soap because I kind of like, it's kind of feeling like fall in Michigan, so I might go get some hand soap, but I don't really think I'm going anywhere today for me to care. And even if I do, you're only gonna be able to see my eyes because you gotta wear a mask. Make sure you're wearing your mask. So I'm not really too worried about it. Darius wants me to film with him today. If you guys didn't know, my husband does have a channel as well. So honestly, that's really all I'm probably doing. I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Beige. Way too light for me, but I make it work, so whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and, I've been using a lot less concealer lately. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit right here. Then I'm gonna go in with the darker Nars concealer that I said I do not like for my under eyes and just bring that down a little bit just to make it a little bit more my skin tone. But it does crease really bad on me, so I try to keep it lower instead of higher. And I'm just gonna bounce that in with a beauty blender. Well, a Morphe sponge. It's not really a beauty blender, but you guys know what I mean. And I'm bringing that all the way across. So today I decided to put on makeup because I feel I have not worn makeup probably since the last time I've posted, which I feel like was like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I don't know. I have not worn makeup in a while, mainly because I felt like shit. So that's the best explanation. There's a lot of things that have changed in my personal life. Some things I will get into, some things I'm not going to get into just yet. So if you guys have been here for a while, you know that last year around the same time, like May, June, I was looking for a new job because I was working for a company that unfortunately got completely bought out and they eliminated the entire corporate. The franchise sold is what I'm trying to say. So I was working for a franchise location's corporate office, and I unfortunately got permanently laid off, I guess you could say, because when we got bought out by the new company, they eliminated all of corporate. Everybody that worked at corporate got fired. So if you guys remember last year around this time, I was talking about like, hey, like wish me luck. I have a whole bunch of job interviews. Like I'm looking for a new job. So if you guys remember, I got a new job and I was working there until recently. Let me hold on, just hold on a second. Okay, I have my concealer very poorly on my face. It is what it is. So I'm going in with a Laura Mercier translucent setting powder to set my face, just putting a little bit in the cap like that. So as I was saying, if you guys remember, I started working for this new place. I was there pretty much almost a year, and it started off just like a normal job, super happy. I loved it. It was up my alley. It was in like my career field. If you guys don't know, I'm an executive assistant. I was an executive assistant. And at first it started out fine. I'm gonna keep this as, what's the word I'm looking for? Generic, like no details given, because obviously if I give details then I could probably get in trouble, but I'm just gonna give my personal experience. It started off fine, and after a while, I've never been so miserable at a place in my life. There's a lot of events that led up to that, but I can't speak upon them. But I would go to work dreading going to work. I've never been like clinically diagnosed with depression, so I can't say that I was diagnosed. I don't like to like throw that term around, because if you're not diagnosed with it, it's not something to be taken lightly. But I'm pretty sure that I was depressed. I fucking hated it. Like borderline tears going to work, because it was just horrible. Now, the people that I worked with, I want to say, there are certain people that at that job I loved. Most of the people at that job I fucking loved. So if anybody out there is watching this and you know who you are and you worked with me, you'll know for a fact that you're not the problem, because there were so many wonderful people at that job. But there was one certain person and one certain just aspect of the job that I was fucking miserable. Like dreading going to work, literally like borderline tears, trying to explain to my husband, like, I fucking hate it. My husband hated me working there, but I made good money. So I pretty much sacrificed my sanity for a paycheck pretty much, because I was making very good money. So about, I would say December, January is when it got really bad, where I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Like I can't go to work. I hate it here. I physically, like, gives me anxiety to be here. Like I would just go to work and like pretty much freak out. Like everything I feel like was my responsibility, even though it shouldn't have been my responsibility. I was given responsibilities as an executive assistant that should not have ever been in my job title, I guess. And when trying to verbalize that, it was just like, this is your job, so figure it the fuck out. So yeah, I didn't like expect to like actually speak upon this, but here we are, whatever. So back in March when like the coronavirus happened, I got laid off, and it was honestly the best thing that has ever happened to me, because I didn't have to deal with that anymore. So obviously the Rona is not an okay thing, but I got laid off and I decided that I wasn't going back. So some things happened in between there that I'm not going to get into. I no longer work for the company, and I say that with the most, like, I don't even know how to explain it. I say that with the most happiness feeling in my soul that I don't work there anymore. I hated it. So when I was like, okay, I'm not working here anymore, obviously I need to find a new job, because unemployment only lasts so long. I was in unemployment. Most people in the last 6-8 months have been on unemployment. So I was on unemployment since March, and I was looking for a new job, but honestly it's really hard to find a new job in the middle of a pandemic. So I am proud to announce that I got a new job. I've been interviewing with a specific company for probably the last month. I had 2 different interviews. I met with like 2 different groups of people, and honestly, do you ever just like walk in a place and like, you know, like this is meant for me, like this is going to be so good for me? That was it. Like I had my first interview and I called my husband. I'm like, I want this job. Like I need this job. Like this is the job for me. Like I don't want to work anywhere else. Like I just had like this gut feeling like this is my job. Like I'm meant to be here. And he's like, okay. And for a while I thought I didn't get the job because they're like, oh, we'll call you on Monday. It was Wednesday. They didn't call me back for 2 weeks. So I was like, fuck, like didn't get the job. So they called me back for a second interview and told me the owner would like to meet me. And I went in for my second interview, and 2 days later they offered me the job, and I start 1 week from today. And I'm never been this excited in my life. I've been like this excited in my life. That's an exaggeration, but like the weight of the world has like been lifted off of my shoulders. I feel like, especially in a position of in an executive position, I feel like obviously it's okay to be needed, because you're everybody's like main point of contact. Every time I do get ready with me's, I put on way too much bronzer because I'm just talking. But there's a difference between like fearing that you can't go home or you can't go anywhere, you can't take any time off because somebody's gonna need you, some shit's gonna hit the fan, someone's gonna be pissed off. It just was not healthy in the slightest. So I got a new job and I am over the moon ecstatic about it. So fucking ecstatic about it. I'm gonna go in with this blush from this e.l.f. Bite Size Face Duo, and this is in the color combination Lychee. It's like a peachy but kind of dusty rose color, if that makes any sense. Just pop a little bit of that on. Sorry if you guys can hear that. There's literally nothing I can do. They're building like a brand new apartment complex. You guys can stop? I think they're stopping. They're building a brand new apartment complex like literally 20 feet from my house, and it's the loudest thing. But they don't work all the time. Apparently only when I'm filming, and I haven't filmed in so long, but apparently we're on the same schedule. Lately, I have been using the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel. Now, normally I use the Anastasia one, and this one honestly is so much better. I only like clear brow gel. I do not like colored brow gel. I feel like it just doesn't work for me. I don't know why. This one honestly keeps your brows like, do you see how fluffy that got? Like it fluffs them up. First of all, I need to trim my brows. But it just, I don't know, I feel like it makes them look way thicker than my brows actually are, which I'm actually a super fan of. Again, I need to trim those super long. I will say this though, that it doesn't hold them down. Like it holds them in place, but like they're movable. So if you guys want like something that's gonna like slick your brows down, this is not going to be the product for you. But if you just want something that keeps them in place where they're still kind of movable and they're not hard and crusty, I would recommend this. And then sometimes after I'm done with my whole face, I'll go and like fill them in a little bit more, just because I feel like after the whole face is done, that's when I like to put like my finishing touches on my brows, because I feel like once the face is done that like it looks better. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Sheer Eye Primer. This is like $3, and it's honestly one of the best eyeshadow primers I've ever tried. And it's $1. No, it's $3, I think. I think it used to be $1 back in the day. I remember trying this. I think they do have it in other colors besides sheer. It might come in like skin tones, but I'm not sure. But the sheer one works amazing. I'm gonna go in with this right here, which is the Kathleen Lights So Jaded Palette. If you guys have never seen this, it's beautiful. I think I used this in the last video that I posted. This is what it looks like on the inside. I'm not going for anything crazy today. I'm going for something super, super simple. Take a big fluffy brush, go in with Rose Quartz, which looks like Rose Quartz in my Precious, to kind of like make a perfect skin tone shade for myself. And then just, it's a little bit too light for my skin tone. All right, nope, we're gonna go in with Rose Quartz. There we go. Yeah, way more my skin tone. And then just pretty much set the lid. There are a couple other things that have recently been happening in my life that I don't want to get into just yet. I will tell you guys soon, but it's definitely been making me a little bit anxious, and when my anxiety gets super bad, that's way pinker than I thought it was going to be. When my anxiety gets really bad, I get nightmares about the thing that I'm scared of happening. So without getting into context, I'm super scared and nervous about something, and my anxiety gives me like manifestation dreams where like the thing that I'm scared of happening happens. So I haven't been sleeping too well, but I've been sleeping like really hard, but like I have like these really vivid dreams. So it's super freaking weird. I just realized there's not really a brown in this palette. I'm gonna go with Jade. You know what? I don't even care. I don't even know what I'm doing today. But I'm gonna go in with the green and just throw that in the crease. And something tells me that was a bad idea. But I don't care. So I feel like I haven't filmed in so long that everyone's gonna be like, where have you been? And honestly, I've just kind of been doing me. Like, I don't even know how else to explain it to you guys, except that I've just kind of been chilling, enjoying my unemployed time off. My husband's been working from home, so I've been spending a lot of time with him recently. Kind of just enjoying my time with him before I have to go back to like actual physical like work instead of working from home like he's doing. So kind of just been enjoying our time together. All right, I'm gonna go off camera and figure out what I'm doing with this eyeball, and I'll be right back. I should not have gone in with this green color. It's looking super muddy, but I think I'm just gonna try to make it work because I don't feel like wiping all my eyeballs off. I think I'm gonna throw a shimmer on and put on some lashes and maybe it'll work itself out. All right, so it's a good thing this isn't a tutorial because I look way different now. Let me tell you guys really quick. I used Jade for the deepness in the crease. Then I went in with Geodude to soften the edges of the brow bone. Then I went in with Emerald. Emerald looked weird, so then I went in with Peridot, and I put that straight up to center. And then I put on some liner and some lashes as well. So this is honestly not the best work I've ever done. It's super patchy and like not blended on the edges, but again, I don't really care. I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara on my lower lashes really quick. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Pearl, which is like a white shade, and put it right in the inner corner. Just like that. Yeah, it brightened it up quite a bit. And then I'm gonna put the tiniest bit of that right on my brow bone as well. For my lips, I'm gonna go ahead and line with Morphe's Honeymoon, and I think I'm gonna go in with Colourpop's Aquarius and put that on top. Okay, I grabbed True Story by Morphe. All right, I always feel super weird when I overdraw my lips this much, but I always kind of like feel stupid, but I always kind of feel like at the same time. So I think they're crooked. They're crooked. Whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some highlighter. Same highlighter I literally always throw on. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow in Precious Petals. It's like $4, guys. If you guys have not tried this, please pick it up. I'll go ahead and throw a little bit of this on the edge of my crusty nose, because for some reason I can't get foundation to stick there. Right here. Right here. Then I also got this Colourpop Freckle Pen. I don't know, honestly, if this is the look that I should be putting on fake freckles with, but like, I really want to try it. This is in the shade Soft Brown. So I'm going to go ahead and put a couple on. Put a couple up there. I friggin' love faux freckles. Like, whoa, I let those ones sit a little too long and now they just look like dots. Pretty much have to like tap them out right away, because if you let them dry even a little bit, they look fake. Like these ones over here look super fake, where these ones look a little bit more natural. All right, so I feel like this video is super all over the place. Here are my freckles. They look pretty fake actually, because I put on quite a bit and they're super dark because I didn't blot them out right away. Like the ones that I blotted out right away look natural. The ones that I left to sit a little bit longer don't look super natural, but it's okay. I'm gonna throw on a little bit more highlighter. This looks kind of like all over the place, but it's whatever. Gonna take a little bit of butter gloss and praline. All right, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this just pretty much chit chat where the hell I've been video. I'll have some new videos coming out soon for you guys. I start my new job next week, so probably only going to do like 2 videos a week, which is way more than I've been putting out. But that's it for today's video. Again, this look was not supposed to be like this. It was supposed to be like a neutral, just a little bit of sparkle look, but this is what we got. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button down below, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.